Hello everyone, good morning, I'm Chaotic. Welcome back to the stream on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. Today's stream, I don't know all that we're going to be able to get done, but the plan is to make continued progress into what we were doing for Chapter 7. So, our last stream, we were able to finally get the Appalachia Star. This guy took quite a while to do. We ended up tangenting hardcore to like the two-phase fission and everything. We had to get unidentified ingots, recursive demantoids, all that nice jazz. It wasn't too bad, but it did take a while. But we're finally here. We're finally into Chapter 7 now. And I was taking a quick little look at these things. I don't know what the lotto banners are for, to be honest with you. Gilded, encrusted, bejeweled. Okay, bejeweled banners inscribe into vibranium to make Doge coins, which you need for nightmare energy orbs and mortem blocks. Those guys are a little further forward, but not that much further forward. Good to know. Okay, so we'll worry about those in a little bit. Athaxium singularities, I think, are also used for the mortem block. Mortem logs. What are these used for? Nightmare energy orbs. Alright. Hypercubic energy orbs. Artist corals, Dyson stuff, dimension builder. Horizon stabilizers. Okay, fun. Lots of fun. Interesting. Okay. So, I figure the first thing we'll do is we'll make the Appalachia portal. We need the Appalachia portal to get to Appalachia. Who would have expected that one, right? Which should be pretty easy. Actually, this wouldn't be to enter. It would be to enter Skythern. But it's Appalachia blocks to make it. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I remember. We were looking at this last stream, and it looked like all of this was pretty easily accessible, except for the muon crystals. We're going to make all the multi-blocks needed for that today. Unfortunately, this is the quest chain for muon crystals. So, step 1 is going to be neutrino plasma, so we're going to need neutronium cannon. Step 2 is going to need the neutronium bombarder. Step 3 is going to need the particle accelerator. And then step 4, for what we need these for actively at least, is going to need the high impulse accelerator. Sorry, my eyes messing with me a little bit. It's been pretty irritated for some reason. Okay. So the neutronium cannon doesn't look horrible until you look at the actual recipes for these. So a couple excavation power unit, which honestly isn't bad. Some crystal matrix ingots, that's all pretty fine. Trinium casing, ivory psi metal, and then you can get a doubling recipe if you make the superconducting mithril, which you can do after you get the particle accelerator, which will be the third multi we make. Because I assume all of these are going to take this in some scale. Oh damn, this guy's pretty big. Yeah, this looks a little expensive today. Nice. Okay. Heavy radiation shielding. I guess let's craft up a pattern for this guy. He needs an advanced crafting table. Yoink these guys out of here. Load them up. Neutronium casing. Neutronium cannon's a normal recipe. Let's try to look through these guys real quick. Neutronium bombarder. That'll be a chronic recipe. Particle accelerator. Normal recipe. Advanced. Superconducting electromagnets. We already have these for the fusion things, so I actually don't think that matters. Accelerator tube coil. Okay. Stay on this guy. experiment casing, linear accelerator tube. Okay. Looks like these are all of the things that are in the advanced crafter that we'll need. We're gonna just set them all to their cheaper recipes, or not their cheaper recipes. Their more expensive recipes. Um, I guess we could automate it for the better recipe. I probably should. I don't know if I will yet. We'll see whenever we get there. If I do, I'll swap it out. If I don't, then slight resource waste. Not too worried about it either way, though. Put these guys in here. Okay. So, Neutronium cannon. 23 neutronium casings and 2 neutronium cannons. This guy is just a molecular craft. Drop him in here. Neutronium casing. We need 23 of these guys. What's the missing? Psi metal of both ivory and ebony. Heavy radiation shielding and nitro diesel tanks. I didn't even notice that part. Let's worry about the psi metals first. Was it ivory and ebony? Yeah. I was pretty sure neither of them were normal. Hmm. I see. Magical apples will be pretty easy to automate. So we're going to need to find a psi vein on Europa. And then either automate this in a Hellfire Forge or automate this in a Berserker Forge. Either way is going to require us to maintain some level of will input to get these running as well. I know that we have a lot of will crystals for right now. Yeah, we have 150,000 of these. I don't remember how much they burn down into, or like if this is a good recipe or not. Um, this recipe is pretty easy. We don't have the droplet of the Great Snake yet. It's from the Porum Callstone. Yeah, which is a bit further than what we have access to right now. It's going to need us to go through a few more dimensions and such first before you get that. But that does eventually give you a better recipe for this if you care enough, I guess. Although, to be fair, this is really non-expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. But that'll give you 8 will crystals each time. That's the corrupted library. Oh, that's not bad at all. Hmm. Yeah, so we probably need to set that up to automate the demon will crystals to guarantee them at speed. How much selenite do I make? I don't know how much I make per. Okay, I make more than one a second. That's what I was kind of curious about, is if I could just leave that guy to run or not. Looks like it's fine. Speaking of which, just a quick little dash right back up the elevator, I guess. Just want to double check on these guys. So those 8 are full, and then we're working through 5 of them up here. 3 of them are full of types, 1 of them is about to be. Okay. Our storage system is still doing fantastic, even with all the spaghetti. What to start on today? That is the question, it seems. Because, yeah, so our neutronium casing is blocked for 8-bit, and we're also going to need nitro diesel. Actually, we already have nitro diesel somewhere. Because we make it with just straight carbon, right? Maybe not? Yeah, nitrocarbon makes glycerol. Then you just need to mix the glycerol with any kind of diesel. I think we made a distillation tower, right? God, I don't remember. I want to say we did that. I want to say that was the route we took. Was Tech Reborn with a distillation tower? The question is, where would he be? Right here? Oh, that's a vacuum freezer. Did I put him in a cube? What were these guys inputting? Charcoal dust. This guy was getting nitrogen. So this was making nitrocarbon. Nitrocarbon was mixing with water? Yeah, to make the glycerol. And then I was just making glycerol cells. Oh, that is what was happening. There might be 8,000 of them. I'm surprised. I feel like I would have gotten more of this. Interesting. So there's no difference in the production of any of these things, really. Yeah, they all give you 16 of each thing, and then 1 glycerol cell for all of the different kinds of crude oils, regardless of if they're cool or apparently cool. I don't actually see the differences, but that's fine. So the oil is pretty easy, the crude oil, and we should just be able to make this out of bitumen. Apparently you can use a blood reprocessor as well with refined life essence. But magma crucibles with bitumen work just fine. You can chemically react tectonic petroleum and seared stone. I don't know why you would do that over just EMC, in my opinion. I guess maybe for speed? Chemical reactor's pretty quick whenever it's fully upgraded. Only makes the same amount though. I could just make 2 magma crucibles. I still think that'd be easier. I don't know. Not my problem. I'll deal with that in a little bit. Where do we start then? That is always the question with things like this. Because I've determined that this is going to be a moderately big project again to make this progress, and the continuation of speed is what matters. Because the psi metal, like how much psi metal do we need? Obviously, so normal psi metal is just used for ivory and ebony, with shadoium and photonium, of which we should also automate gadolinium gems so that we can craft this. But in theory, you just on demand this, maybe. If these guys are pretty quick and stuff, that's chilling. How many of these do we need? Okay, so we only need 1 of each per casing. I guess later we will only need half of 1 for each. If we use the specialty recipe, which might be good. Yeah, so you need 1 each per casing, which isn't horrible. So you'd require 24 of both. which requires a total of 48 of these guys made. They're crafted 2 at a time, and they only use 10 will per. Can I see? I'm trying to think about what you use to see the will in a chunk. Blood magic. I have the thing for it. Demon will ore gauge. Okay. Let's grab a. Where's that? That's a Hellfire Forge. We need a. We'll go and look at our little farm. I forget what the block is actually called. Crucible. Okay. That's what I figured. But we were just double checking. I just want to throw a Crucible down and then see approximately how much we get from just one singular guy. That's why we don't have extras in the system, is because I had to actually craft them. Be quiet, slimes. Steam Crucible, Cauldron, Stone, Lapis, Diamond. Stone might be easier just looking it up in here. Go all the way back to the back so we get our very first things. There we go. That's the alchemy table. That's a Hellfire Forge. Okay. I guess actually this guy's 793. This guy's actually a pretty easy way to test it too, thinking about it. Instead of trying to check the chunk values and everything, let's grab ourselves some crystals. Grab a stack worth. Okay. So 3693. $3,743. So we got exactly 50. Let's see if we get exactly 50 again. Okay, so that made it really easy to know how many we would need of these. So these guys make 50 per. That's pretty simple, pretty basic. So we would get 8 per second at a full speed corrupted library. Yeah, that would be enough. We could even on demand it if it was really needed. Good to know. So that is pretty easy, actually, to manage. That's well within the ratio. And it's a passively blocked system too, because of the fact that, like, if I just keep clicking these guys in, once it fills this guy, you have to consider the fact that it does take a little bit of time to fill. But I think that probably fills about 10 a second. Maybe a little bit quicker than that, actually. Okay, so it's stuck on the 97 in the chunk. It doesn't want to move. And this guy would stay in there. Perfect, yeah. So it's actually, it's moderately easy to manage because it's self-regulating. So if you just have it keep piping into the crucible, it won't be a problem. It won't overeat the crystals. Nice, okay. So that's pretty easy. Also, with that making 50 each, 153,000 times 50. So we have 7.6 million effective will. For context, these guys take 10 per. 10 per 2. They take 5 per. So I could make 3.5 million of these, and I'd still have quite a bit left over. I do not need 3.5 million of these. So I don't even know if that's worth worrying about. How bad's the Berserker Forge? That's a little easy. Let's get out of here so the slime stop making noise. They're distracting me. Honestly, this guy looks pretty easy to me. This does not look too difficult at all. So maybe we should snag a Berserker Forge. Unless there's something here I'm missing, but I don't think anything here is like some crazy difficult task other than maybe this Bolton Berserker Steel. Well, I think we can make Berserker Steel. It's in the Dragonfire Crucible. Okay. I see. I forgot about this part, yeah. Where you get these guys from the different Sabbaths that you can run from Bewitchment. So we'll need these guys to get the Berserker Steel ingots. We'll need quite a few of these too, I think. Yeah. All of the rest of this isn't bad. So, I want to say we got the soul of the Dragon Slayer. Ooh, we did not. Combine the Whispering Heart of Hearts with the right skills. Mysterium will guide you. Why did I feel like we'd already done that? Do we have it in here somewhere? Hmm. Those are the scales, I bet. Whispering Heart of Hearts. Where do we get the Whispering Heart of Hearts? We have to make it. You bastards. Ah. Hmm. What a pain. Uh. You know what? You know what might be easier than that? What do we need the Berserker Forge for something? I'm curious if it has an exclusive recipe or not. Or if you can technically just automate Hellfire Forges and be done with it. I'm checking all of these funnier looking items real quick. They're all looking very Hellfire Forgeable to me. But you don't do them in one tick. You do them however fast the Hellfire Forge processes, which is like a second or so, something like that. Which really isn't bad either. Something I'm a little curious about, just because I haven't tried it. We can probably do it on this floor. Um, I wonder how many channels are on this guy still. I'm, I don't even have a guess anymore. Grab another Hellfire Forge, and then we grab a. We need to make a new Tartaric actually. So if we do that, and then we make another Tartaric real quick. Redstone, gold, blue dye of any kind, and glass. Glass, redstone, gold, blue dye. I'm kind of surprised these don't just make a dye, to be honest. I think that'll work. God, again, not clicking on the right thing. Yep, there we go. This will make the first gem. Upgrading this guy will take all of the same stuff with, and Additional? Hold on. Is this guy not upgraded? No, that'll just make another petty. There he is. Redstone blocks, lapis blocks, and a diamond. Lapis block, redstone block, and a diamond. Then this guy, presumably his recipe will be somewhere. What's up, Toast? I got up to level 28 or 29. I've made a bit more progress. I had to do some more of my shoreline tasks. My very last raid, I went a nighttime shoreline. I killed like 5 PMCs. They were terrifying. Everyone's wearing night vision. I didn't loot 4 of them. I looted one guy. The first guy I got, because I got him in kind of a cheeky spot, on the staircase at Resort. And then the other 4 guys I ran into, I just didn't even risk it. I needed to get out of there. I was doing that stupid one where you have to visit all the bodies and stuff. I visited them all, got them all, and it was just a pain. Thank you, Valentina, for the follow. Appreciate it. Yo, how are you? Doing pretty good. How about yourself? Commentator Tarek, we need imbued slate, diamond, and a block of gold. Nice and easy. This guy should make us up the common, and then the common needs a demonic slate, a weak blood shard, and a demon will crystal. Very pog slide. Thanks. It was quite the bit of effort. Demon will crystal and weak blood shard, which we have 34,000 of. Perfect. But yeah, I'm catching up. You could, but tired nowadays because you're working on projects. Nice. This is greater, and nothing's better than the graders, correct? Yep, there isn't. Okay, cool. This should be fine. We'll yoink this guy. Alright, so I actually think I think there's a really easy way to automate this with an interface. It reduces the speed a little bit, but I don't know how much that matters. So my thoughts, we get this, we grab a crate real quick. I feel like a crate's gonna be kind of needed. Where are you from? Texas. These are all in the same chunk here, perfect. Being quest locked behind keys is so bad. Yeah, I know, I agree. I've had to deal with that many a times already. So we'll put the Hellfire Forge down first, then we'll put this guy in. So my thoughts is this guy on blocking mode. Let's grab a cutting knife. Rename him to Hellfire Forge. He's going to push out into this crate. If you set the recipes to also have the Demon Will crystals, ooh. Actually, we're good. So, dots instead. This guy here. We leave this as the same. That's nice. I'm from the USA. I have an odd feeling you're not from the US. You wouldn't ask me where I'm from. I respond Texas, and you're like, I'm from the USA. I guess I can do streets. Oh my god, I've been dreading it. I've been dreading doing streets. Horribly dreading it. The map's performance just isn't great for me. Well, I haven't even tried it this wipe. I haven't even touched a singular time this wipe, even though I really should have. So I don't know. Maybe I'm dreading it for no reason. Please disconnect from that. Grab our crescent hammer. So my thoughts here. We just extract from this crate. We'll set this guy's on blocking mode, so only ever input one set of ingredients at a time. These will get pulled into the Hellfire Forge. They should automatically work for anything that doesn't stack. If there's a recipe that has two of the same input item, that's a problem. But we'll deal with that problem whenever we come to it. But for now, this should be fine. And then he will get disconnected from these like this. So this guy he'll be on extract always. This guy will also be on extract always. This guy will also be on insert. This guy will only be on insert. This guy will be never on extract. And then this guy will be on always extract. So he will permanently keep this guy supplied with crystals. He will also extract the output out of the Hellfire Forge. We'll put our Tartaric Gem in there to start filling. Okay, you're going to have a filter. We will take our Tartaric Gem back out. I didn't think it could take the gem out. I didn't think that was going to work. I don't dread streets. I'm just waiting for more tasks to stack up. Oh my gosh, I have like 20 tasks on streets already. I guess you've done some already at some point. Blacklist filtered this guy. Okay, nice. He now spares the Tartaric Gem. Love that. And then this guy will simply be set on insert. This guy will be set on always extract. We'll put in nothing because it shouldn't need any extract upgrades actually. And then grab some pattern expansion cards. And we just have to keep in mind that this will only work for recipes that don't have duplicate ingredients in their creation process. If they do have duplicate ingredients, we're going to have to deal with that in some other way. Whether or not that be do a stack at a time, that's probably the way we'll do it actually. We'll probably request a full stack, if that's the case. This guy's duplicate ingredients, which means we do want to put extract speed upgrades on this guy. Because we'll want to pull the whole stack of ingredients each time to make sure they don't go into different slots. So pull a stack, pull a stack, pull a stack, pull a stack. We'll try to make sure that our duplicate ingredients are separated in stack. It doesn't actually matter. They'll be fine regardless, thinking about it. But yeah. And that'll set a stack for each, which should work just fine. Oh, wait, hold on. This won't... I just thought about it and the fact that it could just pull ingredients out. That's kind of a pain. That requires a lot more filtering on this guy now then. There's no just extract side on the Hellfire Forge, is there? Hmm. So, a quick little search just looks like it's going to require a lot of filtering. So we're going to need a lot of blacklist filtering for input items. Kind of a pain. Turn this guy back off. So instead, we're going to definitely need a bigger filter. It's advanced item filters. You still only hold 10 though. Ender IO filter. I know that there's a big... Where's it at? Big item filter. I'm surprised I don't have one of these. Just double check, yeah. That's why I don't want to make this thing. I still don't want to make this thing. Oh, actually, hold on. Not nearly as difficult as I thought it was going to be for some reason. How many of these things that we're going to need to automate in here have any kind of level of recursiveness to them? None for this guy. Let's look at the recipes for the Hellfire Forge real quick. Arcane Ashes are good. If I wanted more Demon Will Crucibles, we're good. Inert Blood Iron. Void Reagents. Keep in mind we'd have to do a stack of that at a time. Willful Naquata Chunks. It's not a recursive one. So that's not willful, that's just normal. Either it's this guy. Either it's the Blood Diamonds. Either are Psi Gems. So none of the ones I actually care about so far. Eldritch Will Crystals. We have those automated, right? We do, yeah, just from the seed. Okay. Back to what we're looking at. Let's get back over to Eldritch Will Crystals. Okay, I think I skipped them. I'm not sure how, but we did. Interesting. It looks like using some kind of blood magic stuff will be needed in Vithia to get nether bricks. Very fun. Frame parts. Do we need these? These are filters. Oh, yeah, that's for their, like, nodes and routing and stuff. I've never used that system from Blood Magic before. So, I'm only seeing, like, 4 things in here that I'd potentially want. Yeah, that's really it. And none of them look particularly horrible. So let's scroll back through real quick. One more time. So, Psi Metal Ingots. Infused Rhenium Ingots. I'm not going to worry about the reagents for now, although I do know that there are going to be reagents that I should be uh, getting soon. I remember using some myself, so we'll worry about that another time though. We can always come back up here and look at these again if needed. Don't need any of these, don't need any of those, don't need any of these. Shire crystals. This Okane block, Psi gems, so that's 5 things. Crystallized tungsten steel, 6. Willful Naquata chunks, 7. Actually, this guy has a mode, right? Where we can have it to where lock crafting until primary crafting result is returned. So I was thinking about it because we obviously want blocking mode 2 just to make sure that it doesn't do anything dumb. But this should allow us to do additional filtering as needed. So if we have it extract like a empty bucket or an empty bottle first, then we should be fine. That's my bee gun. I don't know how many blood diamonds we need. We're gonna need them for nightmare gems. Okay, so yes, they will be needed. Whichever one has a metadata of 4. So that would be ethereals. Okay, good to know. Yeah, so that should be fine. That should block this guy from crafting more whenever it's waiting on something. So that'll also help if it's waiting on will or something as well. It shouldn't go through. So we won't fill this up and then end up with something odd happening with filtering. So this guy's going to need... God. How many things are the empty buckets used? Just void reagent. Okay, so empty bucket, or that's fine. Bottle, glass bottle. Click you on this. This is used for a couple other reagents. That's also fine. So we're just going to set that as is for now. And then metal. We're going to have to click on all of these real quick to get them in our list. So infused rhenium. Kind of annoying to track. Shire crystals. Gems. Hihi Irokane. Crystallized tungsten steel. And Wolfland Aquata chunks. And I think that's everything that we'll be crafting from this guy for now. Those are the only 7 that we'll try. Set this guy. This is on a whitelist. Oh, he's active. Okay. My S key's being funny. Trying to click it to get it to work again properly. Okay. I think we're good. Now we should be in a position of chillin', I think. As long as my S key stops being dumb. Cool. So, now we're going to need to encode all of these recipes, which we have a guy for right here, actually. Meat pattern terminal, metal ingot. Let's code this, click that out. Infused rhenium. Click out the extra gem every time. Shire crystals. This will be side gems. Oh, I guess I could have been using the Berserker Forge recipe since they're the same and it just doesn't have the gem in there. And Wolfland Aquata. Okay. All of these should be pretty easy. Now, metal. You can't tell if this guy's online or not. Oh yeah, no, he definitely is. Oh, I wasn't set on stored and craftable. That's why. So I need the Psychic Stone and Enchanted Panacea. How much Enchanted Panacea am I gonna need? This is what you use in the Tree of Life. Oh, no, not the Tree of Life guy. Okay, so he's only used for side gems and side metal ingots. I guess we could automate him anyways, though. He is a little bit of a pain because he requires 5 different things. Yeah. Okay. Let's grab ourselves 5 smelteries. We'll just make 5 Enthraliums. We don't need any of the higher tiers. Ooh, we're actually missing stuff. Levers. Okay. Five Enthralium smelteries. Let's craft them. That'll be fine. That'll take a second. Let's grab ourselves some crucibles. So a crucible with 2 advanced alchemical constructs? Maybe just normal alchemical constructs? Hold on. We can look at this. Normal chemicals, and that'll make the thaumatorium. Okay. We need 2 of these as well. Wait for that guy. I wonder if we can do any of these other ones, if we have the stuff for any of these. I guess we could try crystallized tungsten steel. If it does work, I don't watch. Block of tungsten steel and Appalachia chunk. I don't have enough. I don't have anything dying for souls to get chunks for this guy. I don't have the stuff going yet either. Okay. We'll have to deal with that in a minute then. Alright, we'll just wait for this guy. We need our smelteries to finish and our 2 alchemical contracts to finish as well. This guy is also waiting on his alchemical constructs. He's actively crafting them. There's the void metal essential smelteries. He's making the last 4 alchemical constructs. He's making the Mithrilium smelteries themselves now. He's crafted 2. He's crafted 1, 3. Alright. And then the extra contracts. Alright, perfect. Alchemical constructs. We get 2 of these guys. We need these on top of Crucible to make a Thaumatorium. And then our Mithrilium smelteries, of which we're going to need to just keep stuff processing. Okay. These guys are filling essentials. Let's just double check in that one. How many more channels do I have up here? I really need to know. So this is now 25, 28 are being used, which gives us what, 5 more? 4 more? 29, 30, 31, 32. Yeah, 4 more. My brain just really couldn't decipher if there's an extra one there for some reason. That is fine. I'm gonna do this. Is anything else about hard? This is EMC, right? Yeah, okay. Just EMC, so this shouldn't be an issue to process at all. Yeah, we got millions of these crystals. I think we'll do okay. Let us grab an interface and just put them like right here. And then let's click into this. And then just press A on all 5 of those. Let's also get rid of all of these. Let's use them for the crafting already. Victus. Ordo. Vacuous. Cognitio. And Premio. Let's grab a Phantom Face. Little Phantom Linker. Okay, let us also now set all of these guys here. Click them all. You get their recipes, so they'll go on the bottom right for filtering. And then we're going to need to set a filter on each one of these Mithrilium smelteries, which will also need alembics on top. Oh, and they're going to need to go on top of some kind of thing, right? Oh no, the smelters won't, I guess. The Thaumatorium will, though. Just need to keep that in mind. Put all 5 of these guys down. Give them all their little alembics. Then we do an EMC link. Were these sided? Yeah, the bottoms. Break all of these. Five. Then here's where the EMC link will go. And then these guys will be the inserts on the back. That's 22 blocks away, so this guy will actually be here. Let's grab a crescent hammer. I'll just disconnect it from the bottom. That'll save me some of my issues with filtering. Put a phantom booster on this guy. Perfect. Let us grab ourselves some normal filters. Insert filter. Turn his insert on. This guy will be Cognitio. Immunio. Vacuous. Ordo. And then this last one will be our Victus. Victus. Grab all of our Olympics. These are going to need emptyings. Pretty sure, just double checking. Nope, fillings. Get 5 of these guys. We have an emptying on this guy. I don't know if it'll be needed. I don't know if we're going to need the jars in the way or not. My Twitch keeps crashing today. Ah, fun. Love that, love that. So I think if I put all these here. I gave each one a jar. So let's turn this on real quick, actually. Check speed upgrades. Oh. So, crescent hammer these guys off as well. Bing. I just realized I wanted more sides. Make sure none of these somehow got put in the fuel slot. I forgot about that part. So, these guys, I remember, actually needed the specialty filters. They couldn't be basic filters, because the basic filter... Where's this hidden? It's in the MBT, yeah. So we need the advanced filters to match the MBT values specifically. Kind of a pain. So take all these out. Anti-item filter, get 5 of these guys instead. Insert Cognitio. Match MBT, yes. Yeah, somehow I forgot even though this had already happened last time. With the other setups we've been doing. Vacuous. Ordo. And Victus. Okay. Now if we set this guy to on. Extract on all 3 of these sides. The reason why we want multiple extracts open is otherwise it's going to be kind of buggy with the fact that it'll just keep trying to fill one guy that's like actively draining and such, and it's just kind of a pain whenever that happens. That's fine, so this should be Cognitio, Immunio, Vacuo, or Vacuous, or whatever, Ordo, and Victus. Perfect. Cool. These guys will all empty. Let us grab some files real quick. Let's also get some labels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should go and get a file of each of these real quick. Go down to floor 2. Victus just looks like a heart. So that is Victus. Put this here. Then we're going to need Firmino. I want to say we have around here somewhere too. Meow. Okay, looks like armor. It's a blue one. We don't have it here, but we might have it over here. I could just melt more down, which might be the easier way to do this. Yeah, it probably will be. Premio, need 10 of these guys. 10 of these guys. 10 Ordos. And then 10 Cognitios. This is going to give us a file of each. We want the files so that I can encode the jars with labels to make sure that they don't swap jars. It doesn't really matter if they do, but if they fill up a jar fully, that'll be a pain to deal with. Because that's that one. This one's our Ordo. Okay, this one's our Cognitio. Which one are we missing? Vacuous. I couldn't see it on where it went with this one either. It was too fast. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's a file for each one. Just going back up now. This floor. Okay, this one right here will be Victus. This one right here, it looks like Ordo. Yeah. Just gonna be extra careful about it. This one will be Vacuous. Which means this one's Cognitio, this one's Premenio, this one's Vacuous. Label, 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 label. Niter. Nitor. I was like, why did that not work? This guy, like, here. Build him up. Get a Salus Mundus. I'll click him on this side. I think that'll set the extract to this side as well. It does indeed. Perfect. And then we do a emptying. Right here should be fine. Wait. We'd been doing it off the top. I think maybe it needs to be on the second part of it. I'm actually not 100% sure on this. This should be okay though. I want to say that's fine. And then we just do a phantom face again. This one will probably actually be close enough to just directly go in. Because we just want this guy to spit out now into not that, into this. Perfect. In the interface. That should be fine. Golden apple. EMC links. So this guy for one, round robin enabled. Insert. Insert. No extract, bad. A little finicky. Setting all these guys to insert, we just feed this guy coal. That's what the CMC link's for. This is all they need for fuel. Coal. Sure. You know what? You get raw charcoal blocks. I don't really care. Extract always, round robin on. Nice, okay, beautiful. They're all working? Yeah, sweet. This guy's gonna get an EMC link real quick right here. The conduit as well. Your conduit is just going to feed over golden apples. Set to enchanted panacea. It's taking the cognitio over. So it's probably gonna tier these one at a time. Cognitio good. The Ordo. Alright, perfect. It's not super fast, but it is passive. That is kind of the plan, at least. We could speed it up a little bit for sure if we wanted to. Just trying to make sure it runs everything properly first here. So it's only doing 3 crystals at a time. I kind of expected that to happen. Even if you put on round robin, they just still refuse. That's good, and our system should have a panacea in it now, right? Yep, perfect. Okay, so this guy is working. The one issue being that these guys are going to have to fill with their essences first. But once these outer ones fill up, this will be fine. Because it just simply can't run at full speed all the time. For one, it's just stopped because it's expecting more Ordo first. It wants to do that one sequentially in the recipe. It does it how they're ordered in the Thaumatorium. So it's actually going to pause itself for a bit. These guys are finally caught up. They're filling up the last little bit, so they're caught up to Alembic speed. And somehow still, even just barely the Alembic normal processing speed, it's gonna have to wait. How's he still going? Oh, the Alembic has to fill the 128 as well. Let's grab 2 Torturinos. Okay, it's kind of funny watching these fluctuate, but 2 Torturinos apparently is helping this manage properly. You know what? That's good enough for me. Check our TPS, make sure we're not doing anything stupid. Nope, this does not seem to matter. Kind of expected as much, but it's always worth double checking. And cool. Yep. Looks managed to me. Alright, beautiful. So that is Enchanted Panacea passived into our system. Not hard at all, we're already up to 9. And we only need 1 of these for every 2 ingots. This was, that was a visual crash. That was not, thankfully, a major crash of the server or anything. I was like, damn, the server crashed really. Like right after I was just saying it looks like it's good. Would have been some great timing there. Some kind of thaumic crash. I'm not sure if it's because of the animations on these with the Torturino effect. If it happens multiple more times, we'll figure out something else for this. I guess maybe we end up using Domcraft Energistics or something. Or Thomagist? I don't know. I don't know. It has a catchier name than whatever I just said twice. Okay. So that gets the Panacea out of the way, which means that we should be able to do the Psyma. No, we still need the Psychic Ore. So we need to go to Europa. We also need everything to make a miner, though. Um, so put up all this. Guess let's pull out our book. Engineer's Manual, Heavy Machinery, Excavator. Skip through to this page, which has both forms of it. 26 steel scaffolding, 15 sheet metal. 26 of this. Steel sheet metal. I already forgot how many. 15. I try to get exactly what I need for the multi-block. It makes it easier to manage like what you're putting down. 9 blocks of steel, 1 redstone engineering. Engineering block, I need 1 of these. I want to say I needed like 6 lights. No, 9 lights, 5 heavies, and 3 radiators. Okay. 9 lights, 5 heavies, and 3 radiator blocks. That should be everything. Yeah, perfect. Cool. That's all of the stuff for the excavator. Let's also grab our projector. Make sure that this guy's to make the big excavator. Perfect. Then we're going to need a sample, core sample drill, a flux point, 2 of them. We'll want an ender chest as well for after we do find it. Purple dye. Just send it straight back into the system. Okay, now we need to go to Europa. Why is it so blue? I don't remember Europa being this blue. But that's okay, I guess. Oh, it yoinked all of my things off me. That's fine. Hit this guy real quick. You can tick accelerate this guy to speed him up, but I'm not that impatient right now. Let's put up a couple of these. We'll keep 1 stack of Charms of Life on me. This is a copper vein. We don't need that. Move him again. Isn't it just an icy rock? Yes. Last time I was here, it wasn't blue. That's the only confusing part here, is I'm surprised it's blue now. Just curious if we will get lucky on these first 4 or not, or... Oop, crude oil though. Okay, let's move on over to another set of 4. We'll do it at this corner. I don't know how common this vein generation is. Probably not super common though. as with most of them. Let's pop open our trash can. Get rid of all of these guys. Cinnabar vein. So far, none of these are the ones we need. Okay, interesting. It got really dark for like a singular second. Some lava here. Currently sitting underground reserve waiting for scavs. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. I need to do that mission at some point soon too. I had a fun raid yesterday where I forgot to bring some stuff that I needed. I forgot to bring meds. Whenever I was doing some reserve stuff, it was not super enjoyable. I just wanted my suppress kills for Punisher. Yeah. Whoops. What's this? Crude oil. Suppress on reserve, right? Yeah. Yep. I'd forgotten to bring meds, and I was like, oh, that's not great. So then I spent the whole raid at like a 11 HP thorax because I ran into a PMC immediately, and I just ran away from him. But he shot me twice in the chest, the bastard, pinned straight through my armor. I'd just forgotten to resupply my meds after an earlier raid. It was a bit unfortunate for me. I don't remember if I died that raid or if I got all my kills done, to be honest. We'll go at a diagonal again here. No vein. I wonder how many chunks I'm gonna have to search for this. Presumably, quite a few. Just gonna take that out of my immediate inventory so it stops auto-filling my hotbar. I feel like you at least guaranteed a keycard with some sort with the 30 uses of RBBK. That's fair. I'm inclined to agree. Let's throw all of these in here. Get rid of these snowballs too. Okay. We'll do this next set of 4 right here. Just very methodic process. A lot of fun to be had with this. I can't do this any quicker either. Well, I could technically do it very marginally quicker if I use my time in the bottle on it every time. Iron vein. Nothing. Scythane. Okay, perfect. Alright, we finally found one. That wasn't honestly that bad. I think my initial experience was worse. So if I just click, let's grab a couple of blocks for anything. Let's grab some cobble maybe. Make sure this is... I don't like this being so near the edge, actually. We'll do it in the center. I don't want to do it on the very edge of the chunk like this, and then it, like, have some kind of mishap. Okay. Yeah, and that will be fully in the chunk, no problem. Grab ourselves some scaffolding now. Isn't there a scanner? Not for these veins, no. Because these are the immersive engineering veins. Your only way is to use their, like, little core mineral drill thing. So it's just always doomed to take however long until you get lucky. Oh, I need to keep that in my hotbar. Where is my radiator block? Light. I can't tell if that was supposed to be a light engineering block. Yes, okay. I was making sure. Don't want to misplace one and be like, oh, why is this not working? 2, 3 heavies, 4 heavies. Sheet metal. Scaffolding. Steel blocks. And a redstone engineering block, just the one. Get our radiators back. Heavy. Radiators. Lights. Sheet metal. Scaffolding. Scaffolding. Block, block, block. Then we need our engineer's hammer, of which we need to get this guy back out. I'll use one of the lower durability ones, sure. There we go, easy click. This guy can go back up here, so can our book. Alright, excavator acquired and accomplished. Imagine having a building gadget and not pre-making all these. I could, yeah, I could. I really did consider going to one of my other ones and just breaking it, but honestly, the production speed of this is not that bad. It's not a super difficult guy to make. Grab a flex point. Okay. So we're up to 10 of the psychic stones. So they're not actually an ore at all. Good to know. You get probably about one of these a second, which should be totally fine. This is going to stack up pretty quickly. Pretty quickly indeed. So we've got Flux Electrum automated, Enchanted Panacea automated, we've got the Psychic Stones chillin'. We need to actually make sure we do this real quick. Clean the chunk that we're in and chunk load it. Beautiful. Okay, we head on back home. We make another enchanter. We've already made one of these. Book. Sure, kaboomerang it is. Make the enchanter. I know that we can use some of these pylons. I want to say that I forget which one's better. Natura pylons are probably better. 2 Gaia pylons work though, for the enchant that we have right there. So make 2 Gaia pylons. Perfect, okay. Cool. These guys are just running. That guy spits out a panacea, man. Beautiful to watch passive systems like this just kind of operate as they should. So this guy's gonna just need Where's it at? Let's just look at this. Enchanted recipes. Magical apples, that's why. Just apples and lapis through EMC links should be totally fine. And we'll just put this guy like, I don't know, catty corner to this one maybe. Holy fuck, I just made this guy piss himself. Maybe I should have waited before I killed him. I think he had the food storage key. Anyways, I shot him and he tanked my AP 6.3. He went prone, start shooting literally anything. Hey, it's like that sometimes. And the best part too is he thinks you're an absolute rat bastard, but really you're just forced to wait there. Like, you are just stuck there for a quest. That guy, he's never gonna forgive you though. He'll forever and always think that you're a rat bastard for that. There we go. I forget they have to be like at enchanting range. Let's grab some more conduit. We need, what, 2 more? Bink, bink. Get 2 EMC links. Apple. And lapis. Extract, extract. Insert. Extract. Crystal binder. We're linking to this guy. There you go. You have power now. Does it even need upgrades? This guy makes 16 at a time, right? In 20 seconds. So he makes just under 1 per second. You know what? We got some upgrades in here, right? How much does 1 upgrade give you? Oh, halves the recipe time. Yeah, he can have just 1 upgrade. And then set this guy on insert. Okay, perfect. Magical apples are done now too. So now, psi metal should be craftable. Let's go and stand over here so we can watch it happen. So let's craft 24. This guy shouldn't have anything in it. He crafts, pulls it out, sends another set of recipes over. Beautiful. What can I say? We can give this guy a couple more conduits so that he does his recipes just a little bit fast. Ooh, please disconnect from that. Stop that. Sweet. 5 scavs and 2 PMCs. Can they just all these scav quest targets? Yeah, it is kind of annoying whenever there's quests that are just scavs only in location. I really do feel like it should just be all targets. Because lore-wise, for all the quests too, it makes sense for any of them that are location-based. Like, oh yeah, people that are scavenging and stuff. Yeah, the operatives that are moving in are also scavenging things. Very nice. This is not particularly quick, so we will have to keep that in mind. But we also don't need a particularly large amount of these. Also, that's how that works. This guy's speed boosting this. The bar doesn't move any quicker, but it just finishes at 1/3 of the recipe. Or I guess a quarter of the recipe, actually. It's 3 bonus. You don't even know where you want to extract. Nice, nice. Gotta love that. Okay, so that is psi metal now. And then that was needed for the neutronium casing, and so we're gonna need ivory and ebony variants of it in an alloy smelter, which means we're going to need shadoium and photonium. So, the way to do these guys by far is through the gadolinium gem recipe, no doubt. Impulsion one, so we'll have to go make one of those. Let's go and do that real quick. Where's my ISF traveling? So Impulsion Wand. He's going to need 200 pearls, a stardust, any kind of purple, and some ruined marble. 1, 2, 3. Put that up. Also, let's get rid of this. Okay. Ender pearl. Purple dye. And I already forgot the last thing. Stardust. Impulsion Wand, click. We need our Resonating Wand. And craft. I feel really bad about the guy I killed though. That was genuine fear. They had never seen anyone react like that. They were thick too. Oh, I've made many people do that. It's just, it is pretty amusing every time you do though. Does it yoink me? Is it like a tether? Kind of neat. I think completely utterly useless to me, but it's kind of neat. Also, my gems disappeared off the ground at one point. Okay, fun. So this bugged at some point. Not really sure how that happened. If I had to presume, probably a round robin issue. Love that. So I also assume that means that my crystal water's not been going. Honestly, do I care right now? I don't care right now. We're gonna worry about that later. So we need seraphinite gems, so we're gonna need TOT. TOT will need inorganic remains and chlorite. Chlorite is going to need chlorine and hydrogen. Chlorines. Can we get salt water? Okay, so you can make salt water. You can also get brine, which is just melting salt direct. Which one's better? 200 millibuckets of salt water. So 2 salt makes 200 millibuckets. So 2 salt gives you 40 chlorine, or if you just melt it with brine. Okay, yes. So making salt water is by far the better option here. Never heard the train from the ground. It's so loud. Alright, wish me luck. Good luck, man. Hopefully you survive your attempt on an extract with the train. Okay, so salt water it is. That's how we'll get our chlorine. Inorganic remains is hempcrete dust. Just needs hempcrete, which is clay and industrial fiber. Industrial hemp fiber. So, let's go on in here. I think we're just gonna add to the fun here. Just because I find this section very amusing at this point, messing with it like this. So let's grab a crop stick. Plant gather. And then we need a hemp seed. Every single time I manage to turn it the wrong way. I never ever remember the proper way to do this. Do this guy here. Ender chest. Purple. Hemp seed. Conduit. check always, and insert. Why is this guy having an issue? That's very odd. Hmm. Interesting. I'm not really sure why this guy's having an issue like that. I think we can probably afford to break 2 of these to just wrap this guy like that. Yeah, that works fine. Interesting. The direct connection to the flex point, though, just not working there. This guy quick enough to deal with this? Yeah, he looks quick enough. Okay, cool. That will be enough hemp to manage our hempcrete throughput, I think, at least. So, inorganic remains is just hempcrete with hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is hydrogen chloride and salt water. Okay. So the hydrogen chloride and salt water are going to make both our chlorite and our hydrochloric acid that we need, of which we will need 50 chlorite and 50 inorganic remains. So we're going to end up with an excess of inorganic remains on the processing. Because, yeah, salt water. Oh, my brain doesn't even want to do this right now. It's not even that bad, it's the funniest part. I'm like complaining about something that I think this is objectively one of the easier processing lines. Okay. So, TOT, inorganic remains. So we're going to need a fluid enricher. This guy's going to need hydrochloric acid. And then he'll also get hydrochloride. Hydrogen chloride. Chlorine and hydrogen. And the chlorine itself will be from salt water, of which you need quite a lot of it. This is another Thaumcraft crash, right? No? Just an unknown? Interesting. Lots of client side crashing now. Love that. At least it's client side. It could be worse. Could fluid replicate chlorite. Contemplating if that's worth even attempting to do. Because what? Chlorine, you can electrolyze. Like, I guess the issue is you can't actually use the chlorite to turn back into the other stuff you need, right? You can use it for just the TOT, and that's it. Okay. I guess we could fluid replicate the chlorite and then run the inorganic remains on their own. It was a player scav. I feel less bad. Oh, okay, okay. looks like this is gonna take a lot of salt. Grab our enrichers. Chemical reactors. Where's it at? There's more of them somewhere. We'll craft like 10 more of these guys. We're gonna need them. Need hella juice though. Needed his items for your quest as well. Nice. Hey, that's a win. That's a win. Why is the reactor not insta-crafted? I must have electrum plates still in pressurizers. Interesting. I'd say I'll try to remember that. I'm not gonna remember that. Fluid enrichers, chemical reactors. One of these has, this one has metadata of some kind. Never mind, I'm just stupid. also very possible and true. Okay. And there's nothing else like funky here. Oh, I'm gonna need at least one electrolyzer. Hydrogen is fine, I think. We can actually leech off of one of these is making hydrogen, right? These guys are being used for sodium and potassium, but I feel like we're making something. Nitrogen compressed air. Wait, does this guy make hydrogen? No, of course not. Oh, I know we're making hydrogen. We're making it over here. This is our hydrogen production system. Yeah, these guys are producing a ton of it. I should probably just have an ender tank with this then. Because these guys make it better than anywhere else I'm ever going to make it. Blue dye. As far as I only have light blue. 2 light blue should go nowhere. Grab a fluid laser real quick. We need to get our laser wrench as well, which we have. Perfect. And we also need to grab a compass to set this guy to into only. Bink, bink. It'll connect to the laser relay chain. That's hydrogen. What's up, Meister? That's a huge fusion reactor. Yeah, it's 2 of them. I did these a while ago. They've been running for a bit. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. We're slowly but surely continuing our progress. We've been rabbit holed significantly once again before we can make any more forward progress. So this is our hydrogen needed. We're currently working on gadolinium gems through making the TOT to process it in seraphonite. Then we'll craft this with an impulsion wand into gadolinium. That is currently the objective. And it's a little bit of a pain. Because we're going to need salt water getting made. Salt, water, and fluid enricher. We don't want to do this. This floor is ending up a little bit cramped. Not really using this guy altar at all. Not yet, at least. Do we... How many more things do we need from a guy altar? I guess if we need more sacred wood, or plasma wood. We only needed it for the endergenic, though. We've already got Metals of Heroism automated, so we don't need it for those. I guess you could potentially use it for Greater Gaia Spirits. Do I need these though? Not particularly. Oh. No, no, yeah, okay. No, I don't think we do. I think we can just break this guy down. Need to do the Rainbow Gen and the HERR line? Yeah. I need to do all this stuff. This is all my backlog to getting, give me those back. This is my backlog to getting started on muons, essentially, is what's happening. Because to get to the Appalachia stuff, I need to get to muon crystals. To get to muons, I'm going to need neutronium casings. To get the neutronium casings, I did all the stuff to, I can on-demand psi metal. And it's pretty quick. It's not super fast, but it's pretty quick. But then to get the specialty forms of the psi metal, you need photonium and you need shadoium. And I could automate these in a runic altar through this recipe, or I could use the specialty recipe that they've made for you, which is just a craft recipe. Although it does use mistite. How much mistite takes? Where's that? Induction smelter. Takes Mysterium garnets. I should have been able to guess that much. How much Mysterium? We have 47,000 Mysterium garnets. I'm not worried about using mistite for this then. The quantities I need these in right now aren't super high, so. I forgot about the crafting. Oh, you did it through all the runic altar stuff. Hey, to be fair, the runic altar is not that bad to set up. That is moderately manageable. Waited for my altar to craft all of them. Nice, nice. Let's pull some cable. Just gonna pull it along this whole wall. This only has like 2 or 3 more things in it, anyways. I now have DML supply me it now. Wait. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna get to primordial fractalites very soon, right? Where do they spawn in? I forget where they're at. I know that they're in one of these dimensions, like right here somewhere. Fourth mythic shell, so it's gonna be in one of these guys. Man, okay, so that's gonna be a problem. I'm just getting null pointer exceptions, and they're all client-sided, so it's not crashing my server, it's just crashing me for some reason. And I don't know why, but that is quite a few of them now. Yeah, it gives literally 0 additional info. Anyways, it's annoying. But yeah, so yeah, I totally forgot about the primordial fractalites variant of these. It makes me wonder if this is even worth it. Cause like, how many of these am I gonna need? Hold on. So I need 23 casing there. Bombarder, so 27, so that's 50. Also gonna need these. That doesn't take any casing though. These take accelerator tubes, which take approximately 0 casing, so they have no throughput on that. Experiment casing. None of those. Linear accelerators. Also none of them. High impulse accelerator. So 68 casing. Do I need this for something else? Surfinite gem, gadolinium gem. Gadolinium. Alright, we need the gadolinium. Regardless, we're good. There's a purpose to still doing this. I'm like, am I doing all of this to make fucking 68 ingots worth before I can automate it? Um, Making sure there's not some other easier method before this as well. Okay. We still have a purpose. This can be used at Definer eventually, whenever we get there someday. Interface. Move our staff traveling out. Actually, we'll keep the crystal liner on us. We're gonna want that in just a second. How do I want to manage all this? Gosh. Okay. So, interface. This guy is going to be salt. How much salt do we have? Do we have enough to manage this? We have 136 million. I think that might be enough salt for now, at least. We also have another 5.5 million ore. Chlorite. You guys gonna need chlorine, so this will be. I guess we're also gonna get mineral water from this. Is that useful for anything? Oh, we actually do need the mineral water because that makes wet steam, and then the wet steam is needed in the heat exchanger, and then that goes into high particulate steam, and the high particulate steam makes fluid crystal matrices, which then gets swapped over to the Californium lattice capsules, which we're gonna need later. Isn't that just such a fun process to look at? Because I don't remember where we need those. But I do remember looking at a recipe that required the Californium lattice at some point, so that is a process to be done. Oh gosh, I just messed up all my stuff I was looking at. Oh gosh. So what are all of the uses of this salt, actually? Real quick. So in the enricher and in a melter you can make brine, in an enricher you just make salt water. So we're going to need two separate enrichers for salt water, because one's going to need to go to an electrolyzer to make us our chlorine, and one's going to need to go to just a chemical reactor with hydrogen chloride. Our hydrogen chloride is going to be made from the first one. That's just being produced by chlorine. Ugh. I have no idea how I'm ever going to ratio these properly. I don't think I can. And then the hydrogen, we do just have infinite hydrogen at least. I'm thinking maybe 3 fluid enrichers. Could do 5 actually. So 5 fluid enrichers maybe. With all these guys are gonna make this. Trying to see the throughput that we're gonna need. Salt water to chlorite and hydrochloric acid is really efficient. It's a 1-to-1. So I figure 4 of these probably need to get converted directly to in the electrolyzer, because these are 200 millibuckets to just 40 millibuckets of chlorine. So I'm thinking 4 of these will be for one guy. Conduit. Extract always. Round robin enabled. Extract speed upgrades. All these guys will be full. All these guys will not be full because those aren't on insert. Let's grab our conduit probe. Got them right here. Insert, copy, and paste all of these. Okay, set manages salt into each one. These guys are all going to need water. Let's make a big one. These are, yeah, since they're all one fluid output, at least that is easy to manage. Do we need salt water for anything else other than these? No, okay. I was contemplating if we needed to set up any kind of tank or anything of it. Ender fluid conduit. Let's make some more of this guy. Just make a full stack. Extract always. Insert into all of these. That'll be plenty fast. Upgrades as well, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then upgrades for the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. All of these guys. Extract always. Copy and paste onto the lower bar there. No problem. Alright, perfect. These guys can all be crystal bindered. Sweet. Bunch of salt water's being made. Let's just check how many guys. Yeah, he's got 14 left. That should be fine. This is a bunch of salt water for our fluid enrichers. I'm trying to think about how we want to prio this. The cheaters got advances wipe? Oh, why? What happened? I guess we'll probably prio the chemical reactor that's mixing with hydrogen chloride. It can drop your FPS to 0. Oh, fun. Love that. Okay, so we needed... Let's make like 10 electrolyzers. It's gonna have to wait on the electron plates again. It's funny. We really only need like 4 of these right now anyways, I think, if even. Let's see what the speed of a full speed electrolyzer is. Oh, that guy's pretty quick actually. Maybe just let him chill as is. So it looks like molten sodium and mineral water are going to be used in different ways. So we want to actually store both of these. We don't want to avoid excess on any of these. In infinite search thing, rapidly the ear spams you and drops your FPS to 0, but they can still move around. Makes sense. They probably just block the audio cue. They're already injecting anyways at that point, so not too surprising. Okay, so this guy, the chlorine, we will just send to the... Chlorine can go out the face. The other two, however, are going to just only go out the top. It should be pretty easy. Making sure this didn't yoink it immediately. Okay, so this guy's gonna be on an extract. We won't turn him on yet. Move this guy up too. Then we need some kind of fluid storage. I guess we could use drawers. Well, and how much other stuff from this TOT line are we going to need later? Inorganic remains are only used for TOT. That's it, nothing else. Chlorite is in the same position. Hydrochloric acid. We are using hydrochloric acid elsewhere, but wait, are we? We are. Hold on. We're making it like right here, right? No, it's not made right here. Where's it at? We're producing hydrochloric acid. I just don't know where. Is it just no, that's a different kind of acid, isn't it? Hold on. We're checking our factory lines here. Yeah, this is hydrofluoric acid. So why is it saying that we're using hydrochloric acid for... Okay, I see what's happening. Yeah, we're not. We're going to need to make the bismuth. That's what it was. We need to make the melted variant of the bismuth. I think we probably have over 1,000,000 of these actual clusters now, though. Oh no, only 500,000. Worse than I thought. That's still going. Just waiting on the ordo. Oh. I see this guy still has Ignis in him. I remember. I was putting jars up here to try and get all of his Ignis away from him. And this just wasn't enough jars. He's just completely full of it. We'll just give him more jars to try and empty out more of that Ignis. Eventually he'll get through that. There we go. Give plenty of extras. Okay. That's why. I was trying to figure out why that wasn't going. I forgot that happened at one point. There was an incident. Okay, so this electrolyzer, we don't have creative storage upgrades yet for drawers, which is kind of a pain. We don't need them. What are black hole tanks looking like? Easy. Easy, easy, easy. We use black hole tanks instead. They store just as much as the drawers do. Call tank, encode the recipe. Okay. I was just making sure that it was indeed the V2 controller that we wanted to use. Which one of these? We'll use this one with the simple machine frame. Oh, we're actually out of patterns in here. Grab another stack. Yoink. Drop both these guys in. Okay. Gonna make a controller. We'll need ender chest. We're just gonna drop like a stack of them in there. They have it's the EMC variants, the just default ones. That is fine. Make a controller. And then tanks, I think we can fit like 12 per thing. Steel tank valve. I think this should be all the recipes we'll need for that guy. Okay. Black hole tank, 12. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So if I put this guy down, he does have 12 slots. Yes. Beautiful. And then if we were to... Oh god, these don't actually stack in your inventory. Good to know. All these in here. If I break this... Oh, okay. Noted. Noted indeed. How do we want to do this? So, food storage bus. Pipe sealant's easy. So I figure a fluid storage bus, given a priority system to the black hole controller, would work. And then fluid interface. Man, just the permanent crashes in DCs now. It's a little annoying. I guess that's been what, like 4 in 2 hours, so it's about every 30 minutes. That's a little bit of a pain, but it's actually not that bad if you think about it. So whatever. The server seems fine. I'm not really sure what's causing it. So I wonder if I can just input into a fluid interface. Do we need a discretizer for this? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we should. Alright, so let's try to find a slot, actually, for these. I guess probably want to actively partition these two as we mess with them. First things first. Fluid interface. Nope, not fluid interface. We'll just put a black hole tank down so we can look at this guy. Fluid storage bus. Alright, so he is done in a very simple way. He looks exactly like the other ones, but I presume he'll work in the same way as the other ones do too. Storage buses that we have on our normal stuff. Okay, so that's nice. Cool to know that he's not anything weird. Fluid interface, I presume, is also in the same way that if a flue is not not in config, it should just pipe into the system. So the thoughts are that we'll put down a black hole controller, storage bus into that, I guess partition the controller to the fluids that we want it to hold for now. It'll hold 2 billion millibuckets of it in each black hole tank, which should be fine. That should be more than enough for these fluids. I doubt they'll ever hit that kind of production level. But then we want it to sit somewhere. We need to see if we have any extra, channels. So this guy's channeled out. All 32 channels are being used for this main line. Do I want it to sit down here somewhere? I could. I figure we're going to want more fluids than that on the system. We could do it off that bottom side. Maybe off this one. Let me think about this. So actually, we could grab this cable, pull this cable down one more right here, grab some more anchors. Because I will do anything but fix the spaghetti. The spaghetti's not broken. It must be built around. That's not what I meant to do. Like this. Okay. So that gets this guy down, and then we anchor off this guy on every angle, pretty much. Anchor off this guy. Okay. Now here we go. Now this is, uh, okay, fun. That one crashed the server. I know that crash though. That crash is not uncommon. For some reason, you can crash instantly if you click stuff on, like, clicking certain things on elevators or those lamps can crash. It's part of why I've been meaning to swap all the lamps out to something else. I've not done it yet. But yeah, clicking onto them with some items crashes immediately. I have no idea why. And yeah, that is a lot of crashes. I don't know what my client side ones are. I guess I can look at that real fast, but none of them were showing me any errors. It's just straight up null pointer exception, and that's it. What mod? Project Red Lamps, maybe? I don't remember. Well, I can show you in a second after I get back in. It's something like that. Yeah, it's just one of the basic lamps that doesn't need redstone control to stay on. But for one, it murders my FPS. My FPS is in like the 70s range. um, but without those lamps, it's absolutely chilling. Those lamps themselves alone are crippling slightly. I think it's because they don't cold properly. But I'm not 100% sure on the back end for that. But yeah, this guy's being a bit of a pain. A decent amount of crashes today. Not 100% sure on why either. So yeah, null pointer exception error. Null pointer exception error. This one's also null pointer exception, but it gives me a little bit more. What's this one about? Looks like maybe related to the Alpine portal, based on the mix-in report. I'm not sure though. Even then, it still doesn't show much. But yeah, so there's like no info to go off of for like 4 of these. Servers back up. Okay. No, I have to redo it. Yeah, these lamps. Yeah, Project Red illumination lamps. I think if you click these directly with a cable, it causes problems. And it might be an elevator that causes an issue too. I guess let's find out. Okay, the elevator's good. I'm not going to be testing the lamp. I don't have much faith in it not being the lamp. Keep anchoring all of these guys. Okay. Then we make sure that we connect this guy down. Cable link here. Not the smartest move in my repertoire here. Let me go back down. Connect this guy. Disconnect this guy. Okay. That makes a little U shape. And then we've got this cable over here now as we need. Alright. This guy's got a ton of channels. This will be chilling. Let's grab a black hole controller. Let's get a cable. Make a bunch of normal cables. ME fluid storage bus. Bink. This guy, we will partition him immediately to the 2 things that we're going to have in excess here. So mineral water and I saw so much red text pop up in the server console. I'm trying to figure out what it was. Network firing exception handle. It happened the instant I put the mineral water in here for the partition, I think. I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just set this guy to high priority. Okay. So mineral water, and then what else were we getting from this guy? There was something else from this process. I think it was from salt water being electrolyzed. Molten sodium. Where's my molten sodium? There it is. Why can I not? Oh, my mineral water. Mineral water? What is the issue here? Okay. That's dumb that that's not working right. So you come here. Let's go all the way back up here. Let's go and grab a bucket then. Can we get lucky and just get molten sodium? Wow, okay, nice. Very nice. Alright. Now we put in some black hole tanks. Take out this guy. We'll keep all that on me that I probably will still need. Get rid of the gold ingots. Put away the BB gun. Put away our chisel. Okay. Black hole tank. Let's grab our other 8. Just to fill this guy all the way out. Perfect. That is our 2 fluids that we should be getting from this. Small moment of truth is about to happen. And before additional server crash happens. I think this is the only other channel we have on this section for now. Insert. Extract always active. They're draining. Okay, okay. The fact that it's draining means it has somewhere to go, in theory. Perfect. Mineral water, molten sodium. Beautiful. Can I see those inside of here? No. Okay. I figured as much. I think it would only show up in there if I had a discretizer. Otherwise, it only shows up in a fluid terminal. Yeah. Cool. So that manages our excess liquids, so we don't have to void these at all. And then we've got a bunch of the chlorine, of which is also going to be needed for the definer. As our saltwater production speed actually manages to keep up with this guy at full speed, no problem. Maybe we grab a second electrolyzer. Maybe this guy, all of his inputs, or all of his outputs go to the top, actually. This guy will just be an accumulator for the, whatchamacallit that we need. I assume extract speed upgrades make this guy do, like, buckets at a time, right? Okay. Yeah, so all of these, oh, we need to set that chlorine. I forgot. Go quick! It doesn't have a place to go in the system yet. If I need to grab a bucket of this, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, perfect. We're good. Is that not the right kind of chlorine? Okay, thank you for the chlorine bucket. We're going to use this to set the partition. Just to make sure it's working. So if I do this, put a bucket of chlorine in this guy to start. Oh, you've got to be joking me. Now the chlorine's going in. You bastard. Take the bucket of chlorine back out and put him back in normally. No. Can I just craft him to empty? Nice. Okay. They're a little finicky, but like, that's fine, I guess. That's fine, okay. Alright, so we are making chlorine mineral water and molten sodium in pretty decent quantities. Way higher than I'll need for definer, I think. I guess this is just progress towards a passive definer eventually. if I want that to happen, that's fine. Okay. So second electrolyzer. Almost cleared the tank. I thought that was normal water. I was like, damn it. Trying to extract alpha on these guys. Grab this guy some upgrades. Okay. So now he's also going to have additional fluid conduit probably up to this top bit. Is there no way to clear this? Mm. Okay, that works. Yeah, just break it to clear it. I was just making sure it was still going to keep working. So this guy will once again produce the chlorine in the top left. So this one will go out to the top, out to the top. This one will be out to the, it could be the front or the right. Maybe the right. That should be fine. I don't even want to worry about all the red I'm seeing in the server console. Okay. Grab this guy, link him with Crystal Binder. Cool. He's also running now. These ones will be extract up here. That should leave the chlorine in there, but it should take out the mineral water and molten sodium. Those will continue processing as is. That is fine. This makes us our chlorine. Our chlorine needs to be chemical reacted into chlorite and hydrogen chloride. So chemical reactor. Chlorine and hydrogen. Grab a fluid conduit. Extract always. Insert. This will be hydrogen. Then this guy will be on extract always and an insert as well. This will be our chlorine. This guy will get his own upgrades. He will also be linked by the crystal binder. Hydrogen chloride and chlorite is being made. Beautiful. So, hydrogen chloride and salt water are going to need to happen. So I guess out the front we can do hydrogen chloride. Man, really? What is even happening? Oh, is it you, you bastard? Is it this system that's doing it? We'll take those down for now, and we'll see if that helps. Okay. So salt water plus the hydrogen chloride. Yep. Hydrogen chloride's only used for this purpose, so that's fine. And then he'll mix with salt water directly, and he's going to make us additional chlorite as well. Okay. So maybe we do it to right here. In another chemical reactor. Oh, let's set this side. So this front side is going to be hydrogen chloride. This one will be to the right for the actual normal chlorite. Pink. Insert. Always extract. Hydrogen chloride. Ender conduit. Insert. Salt water. These guys may need a little bit more operating for them. Okay, grab a set of upgrades for these guys. Run him. Crystal bind him. Okay, so this is making us even more chlorite. And our hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid needs to just go into an enricher. I hope that didn't mess anything up. I don't think it did. Cool. So this guy. Hydrochloric acid will just go up to the enricher. This will be the chlorite. It'll also go out to the right. So we'll pipe this guy over. No insert, just extract. Break the lines on both of these. Break the line on this guy too. Okay. So this guy will, just to confirm, be the chlorite. And our chlorite just needs to go into a chemical reactor with the inorganic remains. And that'll make our TO2. I love doing stuff like this. But these guys will be on extract only. We'll turn them on, sure. This guy is going to be another one with a break in the cable, a break in the cable, a fluid in, I already forgot. Fluid enricher, yes. Fluid enricher, this guy's going to be the one with the hempcrete and such. Hydrochloric acid, beautiful. Do I have one more channel on this system for another interface that's separate? So I don't have to use that same one that's using salt. I can if I need to. 15, I have one singular additional channel, beautiful. Alright, this will be the last thing for this floor then. Or at least, unless I throw up another quantum ring. Okay, drop an interface here. This guy is going to need everything to make hempcrete. So hempcrete itself. So he's really just gonna need industrial hemp fiber. That's all we're doing him for here. Grab a crafter. I'm kind of interested in the fact that I don't have an RF Tools crafter on demand, but that's fine. Grab a conduit. Oh, we already have some on me. Okay. This guy will be extract only. This guy will be insert and extract, sure. This guy's going to be another conduit. He's going to be on an insert, and we'll filter him. Ooh, actually, no. Thinking about it, this has a different process we can do this in. So this guy can actually go at the top, because he doesn't need to go straight into there. We'll craft here. We'll pull out the front. Go to manufactory. Disconnect this guy. And then the manufactory will actually go straight down. This guy is going to produce hempcrete. Click out of this, click a recipe. Hempcrete there. External, perfect. Apply. Grab some clay. Grab an EMC link. Extract always. Clay. Oh, insert on this guy. We'll remember these. I'll let it take whatever ratios it wants. I don't really care at that point. This will fill with hemp fiber and clay. That'll make us our hempcrete. This guy will be on always extract. This guy will be on always insert. This guy needs his upgrades. I try to put them in as I put machines down so I don't forget them later and accidentally bottleneck myself in a way that I didn't intend to. Okay, all this will be fine. Perfect. Let us crystal bind. Okay, and this guy will be fluid enriching over to some inorganic remains, using up some hydrochloric acid while he does it. Not much, but a little bit, I guess. And these guys are both producing a decent amount of chlorite. Cool. Now, inorganic remains plus chlorite is what we're looking for, I think. That's an item conduit. If I could break this off. Connection, perfect. Inorganic remains out to the right. One more chemical reactor. Bink. He's going to fill with chlorite from the bottom. And he should fill with inorganic remains from the left side. And there we go. Also, let's just request a couple thousand more of these. And a couple thousand more of these. Just for later. Crystal bind this guy. Aha, we're making TOT. T-O-T. This isn't actually needed for anything other than just crystallizing, so we can immediately pull this guy out into a crystallizer. I don't have a recipe in here for this, so I'll have to do this manually. One more bit of fluid conduit. I'm using fluid conduits because I believe they're slightly more efficient than the auto push modes. And this will be a crystallizer. Grab ourselves some upgrades. Crystal bonding. Seraphinite gems. Seraphinite gems, their only purpose is to be crafted in the gadoliniums. Make a crafter again, tier 1. Item conduit, dink. Interesting that plays downwards. It's kind of funny. Seraphonites, Impulsion Wand, Gadolinium Gems, External C, Impulsion Wand, please go back there. Apply. This will make the gems no problem, and then the gems themselves can just feed into our system for now. Purple. I guess we could also just feed this back into an interface if we wanted to. I'll feed it to an inner chest for now. Even though I know this is slightly less efficient. By slightly, I mean quite a bit less efficient. Crystal Bind. Gadolinium Gems. And they'll get yoinked out. Our TOT production is okay. We're producing quite a few of these. And we are up to 80 gadolinium gems already, which I think is already enough for all of the purposes that we needed them for. So that's quite nice. Elementium, we have 101,000 of it. I was pretty sure we were getting access from the Metals of Heroism, of which we have 7,000 now for Orichalcos. So yeah, we can just set up the recipe for these. So, Photonium and Shadoium. And it should know how to make everything else that it needs already, or it's already passived. Bink, bink. What did we even need those for? It was for the different psi metals, okay. So now we need alloy. So our alloy is tier 2. So if we look at the psi metals, we need ivory and ebony real quick. Tier 2 is a 16x, so these guys will be up to 32. That'll be fine. $32 for ivory. And 32 for ebony. Look up our alloy smelter right here. Pink, pink. Okay. Utronium casing. We're still missing stuff for these, no doubt. We need to what? 68 in total, I think? I think that was where the math ended up. 50 for the first two, and then the last one needed an 18. So, nitrodiesel and heavy radiation shielding. I think heavy radiation shielding is going to be a matter of just purely crafting. Okay, so I have no forms of radiation shielding done yet. Bink, bink. Okay, so now we need to look at that again. Neutronium casing. 68. Bioplastic. You've got to be joking me. Okay, well, that's fine. Manufactory. Bioplastic shall just be getting produced at forever at full speed. I'll produce up here. Just because why not? There's already an interface here. We'll use this guy to send it in. Okay, sugarcane. Upgrades. Conduit, conduit. Extract always. Insert. Extract always. Insert. Crystal bind this guy. And set this to sugarcane. Alright, good enough for me. Bioplastic should be in the system. It is. Cool. That'll take a while to ramp up, but we don't need this yet. That's going to be like 600. So now we need nitrodiesel. Nitrodiesel is chemical reacting diesel and glycerol. Glycerol can be acquired from fluid replicating it, which is actually probably the play, to be honest. Okay. First things first. Compactor. It's a tier 2. So tungsten steel plates, double. Put these in the compactor immediately. We're also going to check what is our actual open slots. Okay, we have quite a few open slots still in our moleculars. It was just feeling like they were super full, but I guess we just keep scrolling past these center ones. There's still like 30 or so recipes in here, I bet, that we can fit. So I'm actually not going to worry about that too much yet. We'll encode this guy. Replicator. Perfect. That just saves me the headache of trying to deal with that craft manually. Very nice. So how does this guy even work? Oh, turn that off first. Can I see a visual? Oh, is okay. That's really it. Nice. So will he get an input fluid? I'm not sure how he works. I need to make sure he doesn't forget the fluid he's supposed to be replicating. Oh, okay. He works in kind of a funny way. So you get a bucket of the fluid. So in my case, it'll be glycerol, which will be pretty easy. We have glycerol cells. So, hold on. What are the other things we need for the nitrodiesel? Let's just double check on this real quick. So it's just going to need diesel and glycerol. And diesel itself can be acquired into cell forms, right? From a distillation tower, yeah. So distillation tower fed with like crude oil stuff. I don't think this guy is a horrible multi. 17 standard machine casing, 17 advanced middles hollow. What is that? Tall? 4 blocks tall? Yeah, I think so. I wish he gave me a visual for this guy. Let's check distillation tower. I guess real fast, while we're at it. Distillation tower, tech reborn. Yeah, so it's a 4 block tall multi. Yeah, so it's 9 basic machine casing on the bottom. The advanced is in the second layer. Third layer is basic again, and then the top layer is advanced. Okay, that's pretty easy. So I guess we could fluid replicate here while we're at it. Let's get some casings. '17 standard, '17 advanced. Gonna need 17 of those. And this guy just needs 8 reinforced, so we'll get 6 more of these. Cool. Perfect, that's all of our reinforce we needed. Alright, so I guess we'll fluid replicate right here. And supposedly, if you just put a fluid here, in our case glycerol, this should be all, as funny as it is, that should be it. This should be the process that he needs. Got some overclockers. And then UU matter, I'm pretty sure is like an all purple. I want to say it's an all purple ender chest. Purple, purple, purple. It either is and it's empty, or it isn't, and I'm wrong. I guess I would actually be on this floor somewhere. Which one does UU matter? Is it in our big square? Yes. So it's purple, pink, purple, just for future reference as well. And where am I using it all at? I know it's getting resource crucibled. But that should only take one every 2 seconds. I've got to be using it somewhere else too. We're not replicating it anywhere, although it does look like there are some very effective replication methods for it. Some of these are quite nice. For now, glycerol is the one we want, which just needs 8 of it. That's what's happening. We're using all of the excess we're producing from this system for neodymium earth. I remember now. Or are we? Hold on. I think so. We have 336. So no, we're not using all of it. We're not using it all for magnetic alloy either. I just feel like this is going too quickly for the resource crucible to be getting used. We can go out and check on that, I guess. And see what our fluid amount is. It'll be down here. This guy's not going anywhere. Where are we using it? Where? This is the fun part about systems, is whenever you're trying to figure out what is happening to something that you want. Because I can't think of another system that would be using the UU matter that quickly. Because the fluid's not getting used super quickly. And all the fluid's being used for right now is in the spatial crucible, which is like 300 millibuckets worth. So it's like every few. Yeah, the only thing I'd be crafting with this is the neodymium earth, but obviously it's not being passived. I have that on demand. And I probably have an overflow of UU matter feeding into this. So where's this going? That is where we're at. I'm completely baffled on what is happening to this. Cause yeah, like this guy's chilling. I don't have UU matter in the system, right? Oh my god, I do. Gosh. Things like this make me laugh. Okay, we're gonna end up using a filter. We will extract whitelist this one to salt, bewitchment salt. Confirm that's ocean salt. Yeah. And then we will put you matter in this guy. That's what happened to it. I was curious. Grab a conduit, disconnect it. Conduit, disconnect it. Insert. Set a filter on this guy. To you matter. Extract always. Our input can go from the top. Yeah, sure enough, does indeed just rocket straight on over to glycerol. Pretty simple little setup. I like that. That's a fun way to do it. Okay. And then we're going to need diesel managed as well here. Is there any nicer way to do this? Or I want this to be so tall. There we go. That streamlines it a little bit more visually. I'll take it. Okay. What all do I need nitro diesel for? Use it for diesel gen. 80 RF a tick. That's huge. And that is it. Other than that, we'll just be filling the open block tanks with it. Nitro diesel tanks are only used for this guy too. Okay, neat. So, not a whole lot of purpose to this, but that's fine. Let's put away these guys. Okay. Let's get our casings. We need some standard machine casing. We need 17 of these. And then we're going to need our advanced machine casing. Also 17 of these. Get our distillation tower. Just going to control click this guy to craft all the subcomponents, and we'll manually craft the main one. There we go. Didn't take too long. Distillation tower acquired. Distillation tower will be built right here. Okay. The multi-block preview is making that actually difficult to see. There we go. I think it's just 8, and then you alternate to another 8 here. And then you cap this guy off. Hollow internal. Beautiful. Link him. Grab him some overclocker upgrades. Get those out of here. Okay. Magma Crucible. Make a couple of these. I can't believe I still don't have a recipe in for this. Upgrade kit. Get some auxiliaries. For machine processing speed. 1, 2. Input from the right. Output to the left. His output is going to be these fluid conduits. This guy will have his... Oh. I forgot actually, this guy's going to need cells, right? Yes, he will. He takes quite a few of them, unfortunately. Because we're going to need 33 extras for each set as well. I'm not really producing the extras over here, but we do have this rolling machine, I guess, that we can simply pull from. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Let's grab a phantom face. Which side is this guy pushing out of? His left, his right, and his underneath. Okay, so we'll do it out the bottom then. That'll be fine. We'll put him like here. Grab our phantom connector as well. Connect to this guy. Cool. Grab our ender fluid conduits. These guys are going to need to connect down. You'll be on extract always. Extract always. These guys are going to get an EMC link with bitumen. Where'd my conduit go? I don't know how I keep accidentally putting that away. Grab another stack. That's fine. Extract always. Insert. Insert. Grab a bitumen. I think I have some extras in the system. I do. Round robin. Give you like 4 extra speed upgrades. You don't really need a lot. That'll way outdo these on their pacing, no problem. 2. Oh, these aren't conversion kits. 2 resident conversion kits is what I want. Upgrades these guys and then max them out. Okay, this guy is maxed. This guy's not maxed. Cool. These guys will process into crude oil. Once they get up to speed, they process very fast. Fluid transposer. So this guy, his normal ones will be from the top there, and then his empty cells will be from the left. Bada bing, bada boom. This will be on a fill. His fill output will be from there. His top will be his input for his fluids, and his left will also be an input so that he can get his empty cells. This guy will have round robin enabled, extract always, insert, and insert. Extract speed upgrades because this guy's going to need quite a few of them on a throughput. This guy's also going to need a resonant conversion kit because all good things come with very fast operational speeds. Grab some more auxiliaries. I put them all away earlier. Even though a fluid transposer does not need maximum speed, it's fun. So we're doing it that way. And it should just be a matter of link power to this guy. As he gets up to speed, he'll get quicker, he'll get quicker, he'll get quicker. And we are in the realm of production. So this guy, he's not super fast. He doesn't need to be super fast. Our production requirements of nitrodiesel are not that extremely high. It's chemical reacting 4 buckets of diesel, I guess. Diesel, so yeah, we're gonna get 16 buckets. So we get 4 buckets worth of nitrodiesel per operation. Roughly. Yeah. That adds up. This guy will be glycerol. This should be an output through the face. Okay, we're going to need another transposer. We're also going to want that ender chest with a 1 purple to our system. Purple or opal. We will set this guy back with some bone meal. Okay, so this can go out to the side. This guy can go out to the side. Oh, we're getting more glycerol. I forgot about that part. And this guy can go out to the side. Extract always insert. Cool. That should manage this guy's production speed no problem. And then this guy will go out the face. His face output will be here. Extract always will be to a fluid transposer on empty with an input on the back. Insert here. Perfect. Diesel cells. So these guys are both going to be fluids now. So we can set his export of a fluid to the left there. Trying to think about what I want to do with the empty cells. His empty cells will just go out to the right here. And we'll send them right back into the system as well. We already have 34,000 in there. Well, it's 34,000 more, you know? These guys are both going to be, this will now be diesel and glycerol. So we need our enter fluid conduit. Pull out of here. Pull out of here. Into a chemical reactor. I'm pretty sure we'll double check one more time. Chemical reactor, yes. Bingo. This guy is going to make nitrodiesel. Trying to think about if I want to just passive the production of the tanks. I guess I don't need the fluid in any regards, so I really just need the nitrodiesel tanks. All he produces is nitrodiesel, perfect. Nitrodiesel will go out the top into one more fluid transposer, I guess. Extract insert. This guy just needs to get tanks. Open block tanks, specifically. Pulverized obsidian, lapis glass, and normal tanks. So this is glass into a crafter, pulverized obsidian, and lapis glass. Pulverized obsidian, glass, lapis glass, and then that is it. Yeah. Okay. Then we can grab a pulverizer. Like, because we have 73 million pulverized obsidian in here. I just don't know if I want to deal with trying to pull it off of any of these systems right now. I guess we could literally pull it from this one. We need a crafter again. Our tier 1 should be over here somewhere. Yep. Grabbed him again. Okay. Let us grab ourselves some of these tanks. Let's grab a stack worth. And then our open blocks tanks will be the only export. This guy will be... we'll have him auto input from the left. This guy is going to make normal tanks. Internal buffer. And then open blocks tanks. The external buffer. We're going to want normal tanks, pulverized obsidian, lapis glass, normal glass. That should be every ingredient involved. Remember this. We'll actually just put in like some kind of filler. Actually, we'll use something that doesn't have data. I don't know if it matters, but remember, that should be fine. This will just passive craft tanks for this. This should automatically pull out the passively crafted tanks. It'll fill them. And then We'll auto export it out this side. On an extract to just dump it in the system. Okay. Then this guy is just going to need pulverized obsidian. So if we just filter this real quick. To UU matter. Add to this filter pulverized obsidian. Add to this guy pulverized obsidian. Then insert filter this guy also to pulverized obsidian. Insert no extract. If I take out half a stack, yes, that works. And we'll let this guy do a stack at a time. This is just about the most just massive nonsense ever, but it's fun. It's fun. We're enjoying ourselves, guys. Opium. And then this guy's gonna need some upgrades. This guy is going to need upgrades as well. So resonant conversion kits. I don't think these guys really need the auxiliary upgrades in them. I think that's a little excess. So if we give this speed, this guy should get all of his diesel soon, as soon as that guy ramps up all the way. Forgot to give this one power too. Gives him power, makes nitro diesel. Nitro diesel has an output to the top. Correct, always active. Oh, input on the bottom. Nitro diesel in here. And this guy gets power too. Make tanks. This one shall feed nitro diesel tanks straight back into the system. Trying to figure out what it's waiting on. It should be waiting on the empty cell, right? It is. Okay. Yeah, I know. I don't really care then. I don't want the empty cells then. Just disable that. Disable that side. You can just spit the empty cells back into the trash can. I don't care. They're made out of tin. It's 4 tin ingots for like 16 of them. It's nothing. That's limiting our throughput speed though. There we go. And this will be the last of the initial diesel we have. We've already made a nitro diesel tank. Perfect. Very nice. And that passives these guys. And now our neutronium casing. We wanted to make 68 of it. We're missing the nitro diesel tanks, and that is it. Okay, and I think I'm actually going to call that one a wrap here. So, about a 3-hour stream, it's not bad. We got everything prepped now for our neutronium casing. So we should be able to demand the full amount that we need tomorrow. This is going to be a little bit time limited. But by the time we get on tomorrow, we will have stacks and stacks no doubt of these tanks. Although, thankfully, we are double checking things right here in this last moment. We'll upgrade one of these so we can use one EMC link instead. Put this guy here, grab a conduit. Somehow I'm out of conduits again. I put them away. Yeah, I did, of course. Normal glass, lapis glass. Extract, insert. Lapis glass, and normal glass. Bink, bink. Grab some upgrades, just that it can do this super fast. Does it need it? No. But I'll do it anyways. And there we go. Now this guy will have fully automated tanks. Nitrodiesel in mass, glycerol should be produced no problem. Our UU matter supply has zero issues keeping up with 1 bucket every like 8 years. This guy's getting powered properly. Okay. Alright, I think that is now looking good for the system. Let's see, pretty sure we got another natural diesel tank. We do. We have 3 of them now. Okay, I think we're going to call that one a wrap for today's stream, though. That's not bad. Tomorrow we should be able to make pretty decent moves towards getting the muons going. I think that is all we needed to do for that. And yeah, we'll look at the rest of this stuff tomorrow as well. None of this looks that bad. Honestly, I think we should be able to get all the way through it and set up our cool multis. Don't think it should be a problem. Thank you guys so much for dropping by, though. I do appreciate it. Appreciate all the lurks and stuff. I saw that we did have quite a few people just chilling in here, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow. I hope you guys appreciated the stream and enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Peace, everyone. GG's.